Will kind of alluded to this, but this is 3 wins in 7 days. I know it's something the Sounders have never done. I honestly am not sure if it's how many times it's been done in MLS history, but what does that say about the depth of this team that you could not only pull that off, but pull it off while making 7 changes in the midweek and then 8 changes from that game?
Well, I mean, the depth of the team, sure, fine. Jeremiah, you can talk about that. I'd prefer to talk about the mentality of a guy like Will Bruin. I mean, the guy, had some injuries, keeps working and training, is a quality player, might be a starter on many other MLS teams, sticks with his teammates, fights, works. Midweek against Dallas, put the work in. Some people didn't think he played well, but I mean, puts the work in every single time you put him out on the field. And then he scores that winner, and deservedly so. So I'd rather talk about the mentality of that group, starting with guys like Will. We need everybody. We understand what MLS is. I'm sure my crack team of statisticians will figure out whether that is an MLS record or just a Sounder record.
Definitely Sounder.
But, we're pretty freaking happy in that locker room right now. We're pretty freaking happy, and happy for Will.
Jada Evans.
Thank you. Congratulations on the win. The loss, though, you had mentioned that was kind of prompted you to switch. Switch formations. So getting a win like this, with those new pieces or the new formations, what does that do for you in the coaching staff?
Well, we only switched formations towards the end of the game, Jada, when we were down a goal, and we brought Will on and changed into a 4-4-2 diamond. That was the change that we made. Will alluded to after we had scored, he had to do a little more defending. We switched then. But as far as the starting lineup for the kickoff, it was our normal lineup. A couple of different faces in there. Jeremiah, yes, we rotated the squad. We had to because it was short rest. But Jada, the tactics in the lineup for the start was the same. Coaches usually do, drastic things when you're behind. Not to say that 4-4-2 is drastic, because I had talked earlier in the year about getting Will on the field more, playing with 2 forwards. But certainly during this game, pulling off one of our center backs, bringing on Will, and Will doing what he did certainly was tremendous.
Nico Moreno.
Hey, Brian, congratulations on the win. I'm wondering, how are you able to kind of rescue the game from that? The momentum shifted in the second half. They really got comfortable. Columbus did, and they get that goal. How are you able to just kind of battle that and then turn it into this win?
Well, I mean, look, you're not going to play great every single game in an MLS season. I would say that this wasn't, one of our best performances. You could say that Dallas wasn't one of our best performances. We, gritted out a 1-0 win. Again, Nico, I would just go back to the character of the team, the character of the group, the character of the players inside the locker room. I mean, there's people out there that might say that tactics and this and that, you as a coach try and put your players in the best positions to succeed. You give them the tools to be successful, but the guys in the locker room are the ones that actually do the work, and they play with emotion. They play with passion. They play with, the feeling that they're never going to be out of a game, that they're always in it, that they can always come back. That team did it for Jimmy Traore. They did not want Jimmy to leave on a bad note. And Jimmy's a tremendous guy. He's been a great, great, great ambassador to our club about being humble, about working with people, giving the best to the young kids, you know, his presence in the locker room. He has been a tremendous Champions League winner that came to Seattle. And you guys will see the stuff that I'm sure we're going to post out there. The team was really happy for Jimmy tonight.
Alonso Contreras.
Thank you, Matt. How are you, coach? Congratulations on the win. I would like to ask you how much this game boosts the team confidence since the last time you played in Columbus, it was the MLS Cup and they lost.
That's ancient history. Has nothing to do with the confidence of the team. The team's always confident. You know, we didn't have a performance in MLS Cup. It wasn't our best performance, but that has nothing to do with the confidence of this team. The confidence of this team has always been there, even when we lost to Sporting KC and we lost to San Jose at home. The confidence is still there.
As a reminder, if you'd like to ask a question, please use the hand raise function in Zoom. We'll go to John Lupo next.
Hey, Brian, congratulations on the victory. You know, this team has so many players that can make so many contributions, but you mentioned Jimmy, so just, he had the shot, obviously, the room had to save where Javier.
I was talking about Jimmy Traore.
No, I'm talking about Madranda.
I know who you're talking about, John. Go
Okay.
ahead, finish your question.
So just about the contributions that Jimmy makes, it's sort of like he gets overlooked with all of the stars you have on this team, and just talk about his performance tonight as well.
He's not overlooked. He had the goal of the week, maybe even the goal of the year. So I don't think he's been overlooked. He is a very, very talented player. And, you know, the contributions, the rotations, he and Brad, they're talented left backs. I mean, again, it's a great success story after a couple of, you know, hard years for his career. He has found a home here in Seattle, and we're happy to see him, happy to have him.
Mickey Turner.
Thanks. Congratulations on the win. I wanted to ask a little bit about Javier Arriaga, who I thought had a pretty tremendous defensive game, and top of obviously giving you the goal that got you guys back in the game. I just wanted to get your thoughts on what he did from the defensive end, you know, cutting out a bunch of passes and just, you know, taking a bunch of fouls.
Yeah, I think Javi played well, not just because he scored the goal, but he played well defensively. I think all three center backs, and you throw AB in there, you know, midweek. I think all of them have played extremely well. I think they understand the tactics. They understand what we want out of those positions. They understand the demands of those positions. And, you know, Javi does a good job in the middle of that back three. And he played well today, played very well.
All right, we'll go to Nico Moreno next, but I don't see their hands up after him. So last call there for anyone who'd like to ask a question. But Nico Moreno, go ahead. Oh, I see Amaz, but go ahead, Nico.
Hey, Brian, I just wanted to get your quick take on what you thought about Nicolas Sodero's start and play today. And then it seemed like the team had a hard time kind of breaking down Columbus. You know, they're playing very compact, narrow. What could be done? What could have been done better to maybe break those down?
Well, I mean, well, let me start with the easy question. So Nico was fine. The expectations for him coming back after a lengthy injury. I think he did everything. He met my expectations. It's going to take him some time to kind of get with the team, with the group. You know, everybody thinks Nico is a superstar, which he is, but he's also a player on a team. And sometimes you need to incorporate even your superstars within the group that's been playing well for a long stretch of the season. As far as your reference to what we could have done better, I don't know what we could have done better, Nico. I just don't know how to answer that question. I mean, this is the third game in a week, in 7 days, on the road, against a good team, a team that was motivated, and we come out 2-1. So I'll take a look at the tape and I will figure out what we can do better. But right now, I'm going back into that locker room to help celebrate my good friend, Jimmy Traore, and enjoying this moment because it was a great moment for this franchise and this club. It's something that not a lot of teams can do.